What's up, guys? Sorry for the delay with the uploads. It's been a crazy few weeks, and for the past 4 to 6 weeks on and off since we've been back from Japan, I've been pretty sick. But the last 2 Japan videos are now live, and it's time for a GTR update. So we are back home, back in Australia, and I will be working on the GTR today. When I first started this, I didn't really give too much context as to where the GTR was at or what we were doing, so I'll dive into that a bit today. But I picked up an engine crane, I picked up an engine stand because I'm pulling the motor out of the GTR. So, bit of context. End of last year, we pulled the cams out to change the valve springs and noticed the valve buckets had some scoring and some irregular wear and stuff on them. So the head came off and I've sent it to Sydney just to get it checked and to get new buckets. Steamrolled a bit. We're going shimless, new valves, all the bells and whistles. So I'll have a U-Butte head. So it is already an RB28, Tomei 2.8 stroker with a brand new N1 block, but never had a block brace fitted. While we're here, or I'm already halfway here, and the head's getting all the work, time to do something with the bottom end. So we're going to pull it out today, get it ready, and have a block brace fitted very shortly. The idea being is I just want this motor to be as strong as possible so I can make big power, maybe nearly 1,000, not quite 1,000, but make it reliable so I can enjoy this car for years and years to come. So we'll have a quick look. So this is how it's been for the past few months, just sitting. So today I'll have to dive in, get those oil lines out under all the rest of the loom. It does still have a gearbox, drive shafts and all that stuff in the car. So we'll have to drop the wheels, drop the lower control arms to get the drive shafts out. And I'm hoping I can unbolt the bell housing, unbolt the gearbox and leave it in the car. Just while we're at home doing it in the garage. But obviously when it goes back together, I'll probably drop the subframe, do it all on a hoist, put it all back in together. But let's dive in. I'm in no way a mechanic, and my techniques might be wrong. I mean, if I had a puller or a pusher, it might be a bit easier, but this is what I know and it works. Hopefully we can do the same for the bottom one. That's done, in theory. Alright.
That's the hard one. I think the other one will be a lot easier. Alright, quickly pop this back together and then we'll do the other side. So that is loose, shaft is hanging out. So now we come around, undo those bolts there, and then that shaft will be ready to come out. Drive shafts are out. I've just undone the engine mounts on both sides. Like I said, I'm really hoping to pull this motor out and keep the gearbox in the car. So I'll put a jack under the gearbox now, put a crane and a hook on the block, and we'll start lifting and see where we end up. Alright, so spoke to a friend and he reckons it's easier just to pull the box out than to trying to leave it in room wise. So I had to move the car back anyway to make a bit more room for the engine crane in front of the car. So I've jacked it up, so if we need to pull the box out, we've got plenty of room to do that too. So have a bit of a clean up underneath and get ready to pull. so as far as I'm aware, the box is ready to come out. Everything's loose, everything's off it. There's one plug at the top that I still need to undo, and I've just got to pull the shifter out, but it's only got a couple of bolts holding it in. I'll wait until a mate gets here just for another set of hands, because they are quite heavy, and we'll have to put the jack under it and lower it down on the jack, so extra set of hands will definitely be good. So we'll wait for that, and once the box is out, the motor will come straight out as well. So.
Alright, so the motor is all pulled apart now, had a bit of a clean up and stuff. I'm not sure if I've previously mentioned or not, but obviously the purpose of pulling apart a perfectly good motor was to basically make it better. So while the head's away in Sydney getting checked over, I'm getting some spicy things done to that. The bottom end is now going to go off and get a block brace, hopefully make good power reliably for a long time. So we'll get it all wrapped up, get it in the car, and I'll have to drop it off this week.